Good evening, folks. Tonight we have a very special walk for you where we will go through the Logos Hope. That's the world's largest floating bookstore. And afterwards we'll take a look at parts of the port and take you all along this beautiful, beautiful walk. Let me turn the camera around. There are a lot of party buses. Let me film those first. A lot of party buses that probably have cruisers on them. And good evening again. Welcome to another walk.
Good evening.
And this time we are on the inside of the port. Maybe this could help a little bit if you're coming here on a cruise ship.
Yeah.
And maybe it gives you an idea how the port looks like, even though it's nighttime. But fortunately we didn't have time to film this one a little bit earlier. But we thought, why not try this one as we go check out some of the other. I see the Holland America Rotterdam, and there's a Windstar also up ahead on the other side. Let me turn the camera around so you can start taking a look at those. And we were actually on the Logos Hope already a couple of days ago with the boys. So we already checked out this one. You see the police boat, among other things also here, one of the boats that they have. And as we start, of course, we need to have that very annoying noise, but it is what it is. It's probably coming from the Rotterdam. Speaking of Rotterdam, big hello to all Dutch watching this one. Quite a large ship also. The closer you get to it, it gets closer and closer. And we are kind of like in between these two right now. Marlene staying behind, maybe catching some shots, maybe for a thumbnail or something. But this is a spot for us that we don't get to see the ships so close too often. And because of my work, sometimes I did board a few here, like briefly for an inspection. But this time we're gonna go on the Logos Hope. Let's see. Hello. Hello.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Enjoy your visit.
Thank you. So we got a few rules that we need to follow, right? So apparently we are able to film because they did mention it. So that's why we dare to just come like this and start our journey tonight for you. And all of the folks here on the ship, very, very nice. Hello, good evening. Take a look back also at a higher angle, how beautiful this is. Is that a thumbnail maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah? Maybe. Yeah, it had to be, right?
Good evening.
Good evening. So they got a few rules and hello, good evening.
Is it your first time?
Second time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you know everything, right?
Yeah, basically,
Okay,
yeah.
that's great.
Okay.
So you can just
Yeah, okay, thank you.
Thank you. Enjoy.
Oh, we didn't see this one the
No.
last time. How the rooms living on the Logos Hope. Let's take a brief look here. So these are the rooms, like how they look like. It's very small, eh?
Yeah.
Quite small.
This is really small. But you can sleep.
Let's see this also. Too bad that this was not on open when we came with the boys. Like they could probably like play, do as if they're captain of the ship. And on this side, so interesting to note, and I'm not sure, but I get the feeling it might have been something like this. I remember being on one of their ships like in the late 80s, I assume it was, with an aunt of mine. And ooh, they were on the ground also here. And that was the first time. So she was a teacher, kindergarten teacher in Tankelander, and she brought me first on one of these ships. They've had a few over the years, so they've been active since 1970, and I think I'm not sure which religion they are specifically, but I do believe it's Christian. And yeah, they are a non-profit organization. So through this wall you can see some of the history of the boat, and there's basically one floor that you can kind of like explore. And normally on this part they will have explain and a few security stuff and tell you more or less, or like how the different parts are divided, like right here. We're not gonna take too long at each one, we're just gonna mostly look, but I can tell you like the kids really loved the book store. It has some really interesting and really cheap books, so it's quite recommended. Yeah, definitely. Like, look at these of the ship. We already bought quite a few. And even though it's not too early, there are quite a few folks shopping here. That's good to see. Have cooking books and for kids, and dictionaries, literature. Check these out. Salute. Yeah, it's you can see why they would call it the world's largest bookstore, because it's quite extensive for a ship, at least. Right? They have some bags, some balls, some other things here, caps. They have an information booth. You can, if you're looking for something specific. Bible. Might still come a third time, and they do accept mostly cash, but if you do have a credit card, they will accept it also, but they don't accept debit cards. As I said, the crew member is super nice, and yeah, they have some games, but mostly focused on books. Didn't see this one last time. Flight. So they have a point system, so 100 points is 6 florins, which in turn is around $350, US dollars that is. So here is where you would pay the cashier, so you would pay your books, etc. Since we haven't gotten anything, we're just gonna go past here quickly. And they do have a second section where you can get discount, special offers. I hope you're liking this video, and if you are, give it a like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Really appreciate that, so the channel can keep growing and we can keep creating content like this for you. Let's go around these folks. So this next section is where they focus on life and some stories. And we didn't get it last time, but I think they do tell about it. There's an interaction, so you can go here maybe and play like a short movie or something. And yeah, while we don't often showcase maybe religious related content, but I think this one is certainly worth an exception. It is for a good cause, and yeah, we thought we're gonna definitely try this one. Oh, it's a beautiful song. Yeah, yeah. It seems like life.
Yeah.
Yeah. They do have a cafe and they do have a restroom, so you can definitely come here and also eat something. Yeah, it is live. Delicious. There's a very international crew working on the ship, so from I think 18 years and up, a lot of them. And truly, we've noticed folks from, say, Argentina and Dutch. There's a children's play area. I'm gonna go out and assume this is the captain of the ship. I assume. And let's see if the cafe offers things like popcorn, certainly smelling really, yeah, smelling really good. And they got hot dog and coffee, and maybe we can take a look briefly at the menu. So, lemonade, slush, bottled water, chocolate, candies, biscuits, hot dog, cheesecake, and much, much more. The popcorn is making me crazy. Oh, let me show this briefly. Even have a model of the ship. And sorry for the twists and turns here and there, but they even have like a mock-up of the ship. I wonder which ship this was before, like a cruise ship or something. It must have been a cruise ship in its time. Yeah. And here we have, well, almost at the end now of this one, and yeah, like all of the places that have been before, like Kenya, and we saw the other day Bangladesh and Singapore and a lot of other places all over the world. So that basically wraps up the Logoso part. It would be good, yes. Yeah. Seems good for a thumbnail. Don't you agree? Let's see if let's see if I can turn it. In our case, maybe. Yeah. Sorry for the crazy faces, but now you know how we make the thumbnails. Let's go to these old style stairs. I love it. I haven't walked on one of these for quite a few years while stepping on a cruise ship, so I haven't been all that many times on a cruise ship anyway, so yeah. That's Marlin coming down. Oh, you were too quick for my gimbal. Yeah.
What a ship.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I said a moment ago that it's much larger when you see it closer and closer. So the closer you get, the larger they are. And even though this one is not necessarily the largest we see in port here. You know, normally is the Royal Caribbean is one of the largest. You got Marlin for scale. Bye-bye. They even come with, I do believe they even come with their own vans. We do see some, no, maybe not this one, but we did see some vans at the back of the ship. So that's pretty interesting. Now normally many of you will get to Aruba and will go through this building, this one right here. They got, if it's still like that, they've got a few souvenir shops and information, etc. And some of you will dock at further up and or down, and maybe you won't, but
yeah.
Just to keep that in mind, and from there you'll walk to the exit of Aruba Port. I'm right in between the two ships. Yeah.
That's a technique.
Maybe it is. Maybe Marla's gonna try another one. It's a very pleasant evening also tonight. I hope she doesn't fall in the water. It's very pleasant, very nice. We're going to make this a bit of a longer, extended walk tonight. Hope you are able to, yeah, not supposed to jump over the line, so it is one of those moments. But it's this Logos Hope is staying here, I think, until more like 6th of April. So if you are on the island, you can still, like, if you've never been on this side, you can come in. And oh, we didn't get the tickets.
Oh, no.
What did we do with them? Did we have to ask at?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Shall I ask it?
You think so, or I'm not sure if everyone is. No. We can try to get out anyway. Yeah. We can try to get out anyway. Supposedly you gotta get a ticket to get out. A blue one. A blue one.
I think it's okay.
We can. Yeah. Otherwise we'll have to cut this briefly and go back and get it. I'm not sure. So normally you might also see some cruise ships docked on this side further up. And the cruise ship season is almost coming to an end. I think in April it's still fairly active, and from there in May it's going to be less and less until September, October, more or less. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so why don't you? So this is the actual port of the cruise port. Maybe we panicked too much with the ticket, because I don't think it's going to be asked. I think it's just for them to have a bit of a control. Who no one stays behind and tries to get a free night sleep. What you see are the rails of the tram also that runs on a irregular schedule, I would say, till the end of the main street. It's a very touristic tram, and it's very slow. It goes very slow, and I don't know if I can or will really recommend it all that much. But it is nice, maybe for a part of it. And normally during the day, this is open with, especially when there are cruise ships in port, this is open with all kinds of souvenir shops. And part of the idea of this is also to show you what's going on in the evenings. And show you how safe it is to just walk around, and maybe your ship is leaving at a later time, say 11 or 10, and you might want to check out Aruba evenings, maybe early evening, have dinner, have something else apart from your cruise ship meals and buffet. You want to try something more local. It's totally safe to walk around this area. Things do keep changing though, and I mean, like, especially the shops, etc. And back here, so on the other side of the street and then behind this building is the Arubus. You can go take a bus from back there. We've been meaning to film maybe a ride on one of their buses, but haven't been able to. Should we go on this side? We could try. Yeah, let's try this street. It's a bit dark. Let's try it anyway. We'll show you something that is somewhat new, but we don't know if it's open yet. the years past, this part used to be with some nightclubs and bars, restaurants as well, and things just keep changing and changing so much. See the folks just then getting out. That's probably an Airbnb. That's what it looks like, at least. And if you're renting a vehicle, many times they are parked at this parking lot. So we do see quite a few Jeeps. Maybe they have a cruise ship coming tomorrow. Everything going good so far?
Yeah,
Yeah?
I like it. And I love all the lights on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
It's really nice.
Yeah. Yeah, from this side. So for a size comparison, so look at the logos. I hope it's not too big. It's like maybe half or a third of this one, maybe. Now, one of the reasons why I did push to come to this side of the street is this Bodegas Papiamento Aruba. I do see some folks sitting there. I'm not sure if it's totally open, but
I think it's...
I see back there something. Let's just take a very brief look. Looks nice though.
I like this tents.
Yeah.
Conifer.
I like them too. Don't see them too often here in Aruba. We are open, rum tasting.
Okay.
Let me see. And, we're gonna come to this one another time, but just take a peek. So that's another one coming up, and next time. So we'll come back another time to try to do this one. I know that you are probably back there at home screaming at your screen like, please go inside. But yeah. This area has been under a, like, what would I call it? Like trying to reinvent itself a little bit ever since the occurrence about 20 years ago that we all know about. And it sure took a hit, and a lot of the, what would I call it, the stores and restaurants got permits to open at the Palm Beach, and that's when this side of the island just at least 9 times just sales dropped, and then eventually even the stores started moving to the Palm Beach area especially, and yeah, it didn't help this area, including the main street. Smells good.
Yep.
We've already eaten, but we could probably eat some more.
You like the arepa?
Yeah, I sure like the arepa tonight with
To avocado?
avocado. Really delicious, and with some garlic sauce, right?
Yeah, and garlic.
Yeah, cheese, yeah.
It was nice.
Yeah, for sure.
Do it again.
Let's see if I can get a, we're not gonna fly the drone here, but we could probably just push the camera through these give you a little bit better shot. Beautiful ship, sail ship. Windstar. Can't see the name, I don't think. Do you see the name of it, maybe? No, we don't see it, but one of the Windstar
Staat wel
ships.
iets achterop, maar ik kan het niet.
Yeah, when we were driving the kids to school this morning, we saw it coming, but it was really far, and at some
In
point,
de storm.
yeah, and at some point we didn't see it anymore, and then we saw it again. So that was very interesting.
Wow, beautiful.
For sure, it must be a totally different experience than
yeah.
the large ones.
Yes, I think so.
More personal, and I'm sure that the dining and such must be also very good. Now this is the next beautiful and interesting part that we wanted to also highlight during this walk. As we're walking towards the Lima Bistro, a really popular restaurant. It's been here now for a while, but there are also a few more that have opened in the meantime, including Ever, right next to it. Lima Bistro is a quite high-rated restaurant. A lot of people like it. If you are planning to stay in the area, especially, but in any case, make sure that you got reservations before coming here, because it's definitely one of the busiest, and it's not very, very large, so they don't have a lot of tables. Ooh, looks even better from this side, yeah. Wow, with the reflection on the water, it looks really,
Beautiful.
really, really nice. You got a good shot of it. So yeah, this.
We didn't get back to this restaurant.
No, this is the.
One.
We ate at it when it was more closer to the Catholic Church, further downtown. Nusa, it's called. It's like a Indonesian restaurant. Looks really good, and a lot more cozy on this side. There's also a store, but it says it's open, but I do believe they just closed. I see some souvenirs, etc. Kingfish is here. Not all too familiar with it, but the name is very catchy.
Kingfish.
Yeah, and
That
sharkies.
sounds-
Yeah. This one is much larger, but not as busy. Here you also have a pier, which is used by many of the local fishermen in the neighborhood. And we occasionally look back and give you that impression that you're walking with us and really understanding the whole area. Now we're gonna try to go all the way on the other side. Are you up for it?
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm
let's
ready.
try to go do that.
It's a nice breeze.
It
It's
sure
not so
is.
hot.
Yeah.
Today it was very hot. I had 39 in the car.
Celsius. That's
Yeah.
quite hot. Yes.
Yeah. It was,
Yeah.
hard to work. And it rains a little bit
It did rain.
in the early morning.
And it's not very usual in March
No.
for it to rain. I do see the, we're not going to go over there, but right on that side I do see like a cigar spot with maybe like 10 people outside that you are able to sit outside now. So that's this building somewhere. I'm not sure where this car wants to go. Maybe it wants to go for a swim, the car,
Maybe.
because it's just the road to the beach, like a 30-foot beach that we have back here. So back here somewhere, I've mentioned a few times that you could technically swim there, but it's not very nice. Wouldn't recommend it. And if you are thinking of where to swim, there are basically 2 or 3 choices. So you can go to the Drive Beach, which is towards the Tamarijn Resort, or you can go further up where we are heading, and that you'll go to the West Deck restaurant, or if you're up for walking a little bit further to the surf side. And yeah, let me show this food truck just briefly. Candela food truck. We get closer to the menu so you can get. So I see like chicken breast, just the tenderloin, ribeye, fried shrimp. There are burgers and dogs, loaded fries, soup. The oyster soup is always good on Aruba. Chicken wings. Yeah. And by the way, the Royal Plaza is being changed into, so that's the building back here, by the way. It's the pink building, pink large building. That's being changed into condominium. Mostly, I'm not sure if the lower stores are going to stay, but it's mostly the rest of the buildings. I do believe that they're going to even have a swimming pool up there, if I'm not mistaken. And during the day here on our right side is many times the souvenir shops. Should we speed it up a little bit, maybe? This darker part. We were planning to film a totally different walk tonight, but then we decided to go for this one, and we hope you're enjoying it. We know it's a bit long, or all of our walks are long, but this one is a bit longer than the usual.
But the other one has been long too. If we did that one.
Yeah, we're gonna try it.
Yeah.
We're gonna definitely try
It
it.
was good.
Yeah. We do like to film at night sometimes. Folks do question how safe it is, and as you can see so far, it's like totally safe.
Yeah. It's one of the safest islands.
The paddock, a Dutch place, but we haven't. We've never tried it ourselves
No.
together. At least I.
No, a lot when I was here in way younger. But it was the place to be.
Was it already here? Because
Yeah.
I do believe it used to be somewhere else, but I.
In the 2000s it was here.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I know they've been here for a long time, but I wasn't sure if 2000 they were already at this spot. You want to try the casino, local casino, also Wind Creek, Crystal Casino.
I like this one the most.
Yeah, we like it here.
I don't know why, but this one is different. It's a nice casino.
I'm a huge casino guy
No,
myself,
maybe that's the thing. It's
but
not
when
so huge.
if I have to choose, I would. This would be
Yeah,
one of
yeah.
the ones that I do like.
For
Yeah.
me too.
Up ahead is the popular Lucy's. Well, it's too busy right now, but maybe they're almost closing. We definitely come here occasionally to. Last time I had the pulled pork
Yeah.
sandwich. It was really good. They got really good tacos, etc. And what did you have? I think you had something small that day.
I remember. I had a fish dip.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But
Right.
that was a crazy thing.
Yeah. What was it
I
again?
was disappointed. It was like a little tuna salad with
Uh-huh.
some chips.
Oh.
No, the crackers.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was. Yeah, not what I was expecting,
I
but it was good.
I think it was not very well explained on the menu.
Yeah, that was
because
the thing.
it was a bit
The
misleading.
food was good,
Yeah.
but
But yeah, I understand what you.
I was so hungry.
Yeah. This is where the boat goes to the Renaissance Island until I think 6 or 7 p.m. is the last boat. And from this hotel is where it leaves, the Renaissance Wind Creek Aruba Resort. Filmed here, we've stayed here, and it was a lot of fun. Good. Yeah, it was a lot of fun when we stayed here. And certainly had something with staying in the city, even as a local, and be able to have that access to the beach, to their private beach. It's got something to it for sure. I truly love this port area. It is very, very nice and pleasant to walk around here in the evening. A lot of choices for dining. Some shops sometimes are open till late, not every day. The usual times are around 6, but they do vary nowadays. Years past it was very holy 6 and they're closed. Right now it's not like that anymore. Some of the fishing trips also leave from this area. As you can see, a lot of boats. Some of them are catching also for the local restaurants. Some of the restaurants have their own boats, or they have someone that constantly catches them. Without realizing, we will basically be ending the walk where you'll be very happy with a coffee.
That's the only reason I'm walking fast.
Say that again. Is the only reason
That
you're
I'm walking. Oh, that's not true. I like to walk.
Yeah.
I can't sit, so that's why I
Yeah.
always want to go out.
You're from the two of us, you're definitely the hyper one, and I'm mostly I would say
The
sleepy.
lazy.
Lazy, I
No,
don't
you're
think
not
so.
lazy.
But
That
I
was a
do need my naps. I don't know, I think it's...
No, you're normal. I'm too hyper.
Yeah, and...
But I'm starting doing my naps.
Yeah.
And it feels so good. Hey, mariachi man.
Should we go from here? Yeah, so I don't know if it's an island thing or what it is, but we do like our naps. If you have the time, at least for it, you know. And for me, it's like sometimes I even for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and I'm a totally different person again. Totally relaxed, totally like, let's go get it again.
I have a new short to make.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Should we go to
Port
the
of
right here?
Aruba. Oh, that would be great.
Because I like the large
Yeah.
boats that they have back there.
Make a perfect shot.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Yeah, okay. I do have to hold on to my camera really good. Because that would be so bad.
Ja, nou, ik hoef ze niet uit te leggen.
Such a... Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
If this new camera falls in the water, is it still working or damaged? Because the GoPro is a little
Yeah.
bit.
So this one is the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 I'm using for this particular walk and for the last few months maybe. I don't think I've used the other one yet for a walk, but I do want to try it. So I'm talking about the DJI Osmo, no, there's the DJI Action 5. And this one is not waterproof and you got to be like really careful with it. So if it falls in the water, you can just about throw it away.
Okay.
And it's totally not waterproof. One of the big reasons is it's a small, let's say, lens, but it has its own gimbal. And that's one of the biggest reasons why it's like that. And it's unfortunate. Like, obviously, you don't want to let your camera fall into the water, but if it was a little bit waterproof, it would have been nice already. Like if some rain, like in Aruba, we don't have a lot of problem with that, but in other countries, it
Like
would,
the Netherlands.
yeah, it would certainly help if
then
you got,
you can't
yeah,
use it
exactly.
a lot of times.
Look at how beautiful again this part is.
Yeah.
I was gonna say a moment ago that this is a very romantic walk. We've been talking so
Absolutely.
much, especially me,
Yeah.
but but normally it's a very romantic walk.
Yeah. We see a lot of couples.
Yeah,
After dinner, then you can relax walking here, and before you go, drink another
yeah. There are a couple of
drink
bars.
and cocktail, and then you can sleep, relaxing.
Definitely. So we were all the way back here
On the other side.
in front of that cruise ship. We're totally now on the other side of the port. And this is where some of the larger boats are docked. Do you think this one comes from Sydney? Wow. That's amazing. Look at that beautiful shot. Let me wait for some folks to pass by. I don't want to take any chances. Thank you. Maybe if I win the lottery, I'll buy one of these. The other day, the lottery on Aruba was it got up to about, what was it, 2.5 million dollars. And so everybody was busy with that. And it was a young couple that won it. So pretty happy for them. And yeah, we do have our own lotto. It's called Lotto Pa Deporte. For sports, they do invest parts of that money back into sports, local sports. Love to look at these boats. They're just I don't think I've ever stepped on one of these before, like one of these larger ones. I don't think. I don't think that was a bird or a mouse. It was just the wood cracking. Yeah. Let's see if we can. That seems like a wave runner coming, but it does have its lights, so it doesn't look like a wave runner. It doesn't look like a boat.
No.
It's just a little bit too dark for us to.
I think it's not very safe. You
No.
can't see anything.
No, it's not very safe. I would not recommend something like this,
For
but
the person who is
yeah,
driving.
yeah, and if you don't see something in front of you,
Yeah, like
Yeah.
how do we call it? A buoy?
buoy, a person shouldn't be a
Oh
person in
my
water
gosh,
right now,
yeah.
but you never know. So we are going to wrap up finally this walk with this beautiful background of the ships. We certainly went overboard with this one. I see something like 52 minutes.
Wow.
We haven't done such a long walk
No.
for quite a long time. I think probably since last year, the one of the longer walks. But we do hope you liked it.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
I liked it.
And now we're gonna walk back
To the coffee.
and have some coffee. Thank you for watching, guys,
Thank you so much. Enjoy your evening.
and see you in the next one.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.